Hi everybody, this is Miss Queen Minded, and today I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit because you can't really hear me. Today I want to talk to you about something that we need to discuss, and we need to discuss how to keep you from getting pregnant. We need to discuss how to get it, because you know what, I'm not even guessing anymore. I know you're not on birth control. I already know. I know you're not on birth control. I know you're practicing the pull-out method, and I want to say, I understand. I understand, because, and I understand, but guess what? It is certain things that you can do to avoid getting pregnant. I'm going to tell you what it is. Let's talk about it. So the first thing that you can do in order to get pregnant is get some birth control. But I understand there are people that can't use birth control, and because of hormonal reasons. I understand, the IUD might be too small, it might come out. The implant that goes in your arm, a lot of women can't deal with that because that's kind of a headache. I know just going plain cold turkey ain't even in your vocabulary, so we don't even talk about that. Now let's see. What else is out there? All those pills, all those birth control pills. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what I've done to not get pregnant. I am not ashamed to say it. I'm 39 years old, and I don't have any children because I have been doing this for a long time. And it works. It works. It works. I'm living proof that it works, okay? 39, no children, period. All right. And I'm not ready yet because I'm chasing paper. I'm living. So listen. Okay, so this is what it is. The first thing that you have to do is get to know your body. You have got to get to know your body. You have got to get to know when your period starts, when does it end. You have got to track yourself and time yourself. And the best way that you can do that is with one of those awesome phone apps. Period calendar reminders. There are like tons of them. Pick one. I have one, and I absolutely love it. Sometimes I forget to start it up like the day of, but I can always go back because it'll pop up and remind me that, hey, you didn't use me, because I forget sometimes. But it tracks my period. I know exactly when this comes on. I know exactly when I'm about to be fertile and start ovulating. I know these things. So what I'm telling you is, I know this because I'm using the app, and I need you to do that. You need to track your periods. Use the app. Days that you're fertile, where it says chances of you getting pregnant are really high, don't have sex on those days. Because that's how you get pregnant. You're ovulating and you're having sex while you're fertile, especially when you're coming down off your cycle. Ladies, we already know when we're coming down off our periods, we are horny dogs. Horny dogs. But you gotta calm all that down. That time coming down off your period. Like, you gotta calm it down because you have got to, especially if you're not on birth control. Listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't want to get pregnant, do not have sex during the time when you're fertile. I would wait like a week up. If your period begins on a Monday, I wouldn't have sex. You would have sex up until your period. Once your period come on, you want to stop. Okay, I don't know how you get down. You should stop because that's the time for your body to reset itself and clean, and you become one of those Grecian goddesses that's naked with the little birds and the stuff flying around you. That's when your sacred time, So let your period do its thing. Keep the penises out your vagina, just for that little bit of time. It's all right. And it'll tell you right as soon as your period goes down. You let your body calm down because now you're ready to get pregnant. That little window of time, it says fertility. That means fertile, baby. Bing, 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 bing. No throwing the coochie at the club. Then if you do use some protection, that's what that means. So you won't get pregnant. Because you got things to do. You don't have time. You already got kids. You don't have time to keep having babies. So we need another method. We need something else that you can do to not get pregnant. And we don't need you having miscarriages, and we don't need you having abortions, and we don't need you going out buying the morning after pill. And we also don't need you to be feeling guilty. So let's just do something to not make it happen, right? So once again, if you can't use any IUD, the birth control methods, track your period. The second thing we do is we do what I like to call preventative maintenance. Preventative maintenance is something that every woman on this planet, if you're a woman, should do. Because you have to learn, because unless you have self-control, you're going to need to do preventative maintenance, especially if you're a woman that likes to drink. If you're a woman that likes to go out to the clubs and get drunk, I suggest you do preventative maintenance before you leave the house. That way, at least one of your issues will be covered when you're out to the club acting like, a drunk-faced fool. Okay, so what do I mean by preventative maintenance? Well, what I mean by preventative maintenance is you need to buy you a vibrator or something and have sex and masturbate until you're satisfied before you go out to the club or before you go out on dates when you know you are fertile. That way your body is calm, your mind is open, you can listen, and you will feel absolutely refreshed. You're not pressed for sex 9 times out of 10. If you know you're fertile and you know you're satisfied sexually, those two things you probably won't even entertain having sex at the time. You see what I'm saying? But if you still do, use protection if you just got to do it. But I'm telling you, if you want to avoid having kids and you're trying to chase paper, you can't chase paper with a kid on your lap. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. And it's a waste of damn time, and you're just not going to be able to do it. If you really want to be successful and live your life, you got to learn to take care of yourself. And my tools are just ways to let you know that you need to take care of yourself. I chose the way because I'm like, I want a husband. I'm not trying to raise no kids by myself. I'm not about to be your baby mama. I'm just not that material. So I'm cool with my situation. If you cool with having kids back to back and but if you really don't have a clue, take my advice and do it. I say I'm really not here to judge nobody. I don't care what you do. I want you to be happy. But if you damn, I want to have sex, but I want you to be nervous. I want you to choose whether you can have sex or not, because if you're not ready to have kids and but you will still get your freak on, you need to have a plan. Because once you have started popping out babies, it's kind of like a standstill for a long time. A lot of women have a hard time bouncing back once they done start having kids. It's hard. But if you take your time and plan accordingly, get a plan, get something ready for these kids. Have something. And if you would really think about it like that, I think we would definitely change the course of our lives. We could change our lives. We could do so much more with our lives. I don't feel like I'm missing anything because I don't have a kid. Nobody said that you have to have a kid as soon as you turn 20. Nobody said that you have to have kids, immediately or whatever. I love kids. I've been a stepmom with every guy that I've been married with them. I'm not missing anything. I had nieces and nephews galore, and I love them all. But the big picture is about me being ready and me being able to give that child that I bring into this world 100%. Because I'm 100%. I don't have no more insecurities. I'm not worrying about my skin. I'm not worrying about my imperfections. I'm not worrying about my finances and do I got bread or not to be able to take my baby. I don't want my baby come to me, Mama, I'm hungry. That break my heart. It'll break my heart. It'll break my heart not to be able to give my baby everything that they want and then some, because I'm not financially there. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And you got to look at it like that, and I got a plan for my child. I'm going to school my kid. I'm not sending my kid to school. I'm just not going to do it. I'm sending my kid to homeschooling where I can watch them, nurture them. They're going to interact. I have a plan for them. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want you to get to understand. This is not children and lies it's not a game. It's something that we need to really take notice about. This world is really fucked up. It's really, really throwed off. And I think that if we can really just start planning ourselves, allowing ourselves to mature, allowing ourselves to learn and go through things before we have these kids, fixing your insecurities so that you can tell your daughter how to not have the same insecurities you do, is a beautiful thing. I don't want to grow up with my child like she my girl, like we homegirls. Nah, I want you to grow up like you know I'm your mom and I love you. And you got that daughter-mom love and that daughter-mom respect for me. That's what it is. Not we homegirls and girl and honey, and we not talking to each other like that. I'm the mom, you the daughter, and I'm gonna always I'm gonna respect myself and know how to earn her love, so that she'll want to put me in that mom position and keep me there. But I gotta fix me before I even meet her or him. You know, because they deserve they deserve the best of me. And until God feels like that's where I am, that's what I'm going to do. And that's just my personal message, because I'm always in here explaining myself, and it's not about me. This is just about my opinion of things that you can do if you don't want to get pregnant. You want to take your time, find yourself, find your life, some measurements, some different types of things. Now, birth control, there are tons of types of birth control on the market. There are pills galore. Some of them with hormones in it. Some of them do have hormones. Some of them stop your period all the way. Some of them you'll still have a period. Some of them, you know, they do everything. Some of them they do have side effects. Some of them cause acne. Some of them cause weight gain. Some of them cause, you know, all kind of things, bloating. It's really about you. Even with like the new IUDs on the line, they got the Mirena, they got the Paragard, they got this new one, something on TV now that I'm seeing, a smaller, tinier IUD. Those are all inserted in your vagina. Your OBGYN doctor do that. Some of those, the Paragard is the only one. It's the copper. It's made with copper T wire. That is non-hormonal, has no hormones in it whatsoever. So that's usually something that people usually go toward. I don't think Medicaid pays for that. Wait a minute, I think Medicaid does pay for it. I think Medicaid pays for either the Mirena. No, I think they just pay for Paragard. I think they do. It's been a while since I've been working at OBGYN, but I think that they used to maybe pay for Paragard. But the Mirena and this other new one, those are hormonal IUDs, and those, you know, those may have different side effects on people because it is hormonal. Those the one that has no hormones in it, those last a long time. Those can last up to 10 years in your vagina. So if you're 30 and you done had your kids, you don't want no more, you tell them to put that Paragard in there and that thing will stop. A lot of times, sometimes women still get their periods with the Paragard, and sometimes it stops completely. Usually with the Mirena, they don't get a period. They don't, because the Mirena is like, you don't get a period. It's wonderful. We also have the Depo, Preventative in the butt or arm or wherever you get your shots. Depo, you do get fat. Yeah, I mean, it swells you up. The tissue swells. Sometimes you have spotting. It just depends on the person. Depo usually works good for smaller people. If you kind of plus size, I really wouldn't recommend Depo because you're going to bleed. It's going to mess your period up and you're going to probably have to get off it. A lot of times, overweight people really, it's hard to find a really good birth control because our hormones are all over the place because of the fact that we're obese and overweight. So that really kind of throws things off a little bit. Just a little bit. And let's see, last but not least, they got the new one, which a lot of young girls are getting because I know Medicaid covers it, and that's the Implanon. They get it in their arm. It's like a big, like a little rod, and they insert it in their arm. I'm fascinated about that because I don't understand what your arm got to do with your arm right here got to do with you getting pregnant. But man, and they got that available, and that's got hormones in it, and You know, and it does different things. Some girls have, the most complaints that I hear a lot of ladies complain about is the site in the arm. It swells sometimes from time to time, hurts a little bit, but you got to find something, ladies. We can't just keep, you know, we can't just keep blaming these guys. He got me pregnant and he left me. No, you let him get you pregnant. I mean, you got to know what's going on with you. If you just out here passing out your coochie with these coupons, you got to know. You got to know who you laying down with. You got to know what's going on with your body. Take responsibility for your shit. That's the first step in becoming a queen. You got to take responsibility for your shit. And then once you do that, once you start really take responsibility, ladies, for your shit, you could step through the door of becoming a queen. Because now you're ready to take holds of your life. You know that you heard I say, take holds of your life. Take holds of your life. That's that country talk. Now you're ready to take hold of your life. And you ready to become the person that you are destined to be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. But regardless to the fact, I still love you. That's why I do these videos. Pushing myself. And I'm steady looking at my forehead right here, the scar. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I'm not. I want to share all my crazy stories with you guys. But I'm telling you, man, like, you gotta make a plan for you. If you want to survive this world and become anything, if you want to become anything, you have got to make a plan, a survival plan that's going to suit you and that's going to help you get to where you want to be. Because ain't nobody telling you nothing. I'm telling you the game because ain't nobody told me the game, and I needed the game. It took me 39 years to get to really starting to understand. What about women who never gonna hear some of the things that I heard and just gonna walk around blind forever? There's women who ain't gonna never find me on YouTube and hear about like how to not get pregnant, because they just gonna keep getting pregnant because they don't know how to stop. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm doing this. I hope, pass me on to your friend. I'm not here. Don't keep me a secret, because I want to help you women. I want to help us become stronger so we can get these men together, because they all jacked up. Oh, the men, and they can't get it right till we get them right. That's what y'all don't even know. We can't get our lives together until we get these men together, because this is the thing what y'all don't know. We can't hold them accountable for their shit until we start holding ourselves accountable for our shit. I love y'all. Y'all think about that. And queenfromcreation@gmail.com. Like and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you later. Peace.